you know, especially coming from where his background and stuff. So,
how much did that help your moxie in being on the field and growing up around the game and seeing these guys and the way they acted?
You know, I think it helped tremendously. You know, just getting to be around that and being in that environment, just being around these, you know, experienced big-time players in the NFL, and then around these coaches. My grandpa being the GM of a bunch of teams, is just kind of see what goes on in the NFL, and like, you know, see what the good guys are doing, how their work ethic is, and all that kind of stuff.
What's been the most challenging part for you to learn since you got on here? You got physical gifts, that's obvious, but the mental side and all of that.
Yeah, I would definitely say the mental side, because, you know, coming out of high school, you just go out there and, you know, sling, you know a few coverages and stuff, but, you know, back when I was in high school, we didn't really look at blitzes, and, you know, now you have to read blitzes, you know, every kind of coverage, you know, routes. It's definitely the mental aspect, and you got to stay on the film and all that kind of stuff. So,
what will this week be like? Because, you know, you really haven't. I guess in the past you've had injuries, but he's been injured, and you don't know if he's going to play, and you don't know if you're going to start or not.
You know, I'm not looking at it any differently. I'm just going to go out there and, you know, prepare as if I'm going to play. And that's what I do every week, because you never know when that snap's going to come, when I'll get in. Like last week, you know, couldn't have told you I was going to play last week, but it happened. You know, I got to approach each week the same way.
What's it been like around campus this week for you?
You know, it's exciting. You know, a little bit more attention and stuff, but yeah, you can't let that get to you or anything. It's just, it's a little different, that's for sure.
I assume you like to throw it deep or deeper if you can. Hitting checkdowns, of course, is really important too.
Yeah, it is.
How much of an adjustment is that, just mentally thinking I can't just sling it 40 yards?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big part of it too. When I got here, I was trying to just, you know, every time I saw a one-on-one matchup, I wanted to throw it up and try and see if we had a chance at it. And that's a big part of my game that I've tried to work on since I've been here, is checking the ball down. Just because we get a good look doesn't mean we want to throw it all the time, you know. Sometimes the check down is the best play we have, and that's what I've been trying to work on more.
Is that a lot of time a situation in the game?
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with, you know, down distance, but you don't want to force anything. Say it's a 3rd and long, and there's nothing there. You don't want to force it just because it's 3rd and long. You know, maybe a check down will get it. Maybe, you know, it'll help our punter out. But, you know, so.
Has that always been the case with you? I mean, even going back to high school, you've always wanted to throw it deep and had to kind of talk yourself into checking it down?
Nah, I mean, high school is different because, I mean, the talent level was so much different. So it was a lot easier in high school. And here, you actually have to check the ball down if you want to, you know, get the offense going right. So.
What do you see from this Purdue defense, and have they improved from last year?
Yeah, I think they've definitely improved. You know, they've changed some things up front on defense from what I've seen so far, and they've got a lot of talent on the defensive back area and a lot of talent on the whole defense. So, you know, we just got to execute. You know, we have a good game plan and execute that. So.
Last time you played at Purdue, when you got in, you called that bootleg on your own, didn't you? And maybe coach wasn't real happy with that?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was actually just kind of a miscommunication with the signal. I thought I saw something, and then we were confused. The play clock was running down, so I'm like, hey, let's. Because I thought the play was a boot, but it happened to not be. I got off the sidelines, and they're like, yeah, that wasn't a play call. I was like, I mean.
Could be a little different situation this week, next time there. I mean, versus playing at the end, you're going to be playing at the start, maybe.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. You'll have to ask.
Right, but I mean, you have to prepare for that.
Yeah, you got to prepare as if you're going in. That's what I'll do. I'll practice all week. So yeah, could be different.
How big of an adjustment is that going to be for you? Just knowing that you're getting first team reps, no matter what, you know, throughout the week at least.
You know, I mean, it's not that much different to me because I'm practicing with these guys all the time. Not necessarily getting the 1 reps, but you know, it's the 1s and 2s. You know, they're different players, but we run the same stuff. You know, it's different being in a huddle with the starting guys, but you know, they trust me, I trust them. It's really not that big of a transition per se.
What do people say to you when you see them on campus? You said you got a little more attention this week. What's been the tone of conversation?
I don't know. I just no one really saying anything, you know, crazy or anything like that. I had a lecture teacher have me stand up in front of the entire lecture, and that was embarrassing.
Was that Monday or today?
It was yesterday.
What class was that in?
It's called Arts of Africa.
Arts of Africa.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was embarrassing, yeah.
How can a guy who plays in front of hundreds of thousands of fans be embarrassed by something like that?
I don't know, because it was just, I mean, we're in there for school, and it was just, I mean, he's a cool teacher, a good teacher. I just wasn't ready for it. You know, there was a couple other guys in the class saying, "Oh, he's right here." Other football players like Quentin Austin, he was in there. He's like, "Hey, he's right here."
It's a good thing you didn't skip that day.
Oh, I know.
Well.